being here.
I didn't want to hurt her. And Ariana has a hard time with trusting people, and I didn't...
Well, what's she gonna have now? I mean, this isn't a trusting place when you're sleeping with one of her best friends.
So Tom Sandoval has recently come out and expressed just how sorry and desperate he is about cheating on Ariana Madix. But many people are trying to figure out if there actually may be a hidden meaning to what he said.
Get that chance, which kills me.
Tom Sandoval, known for his role in Vanderpump Rules, recently shared insights on his personal growth after the scandal involving him and Rachel Raquel Leviss during season 10.
I just want to thank everybody for being...
Pull yourself together, man. This isn't a fucking
You're not
Oscar.
a victim.
You're not at the Oscar.
I'm
not a
You're
victim.
not at the
The
Academy
sad
Awards.
sack act is fucking bullshit.
I'm not a victim, guys.
Knock it off.
Right.
Okay, well, let him speak.
Yeah.
James, don't
James,
hit.
here's the deal.
Be a man, mate. Be a man. Pull yourself together. Fucking crocodile tears, pussy.
On the January 30th episode of the Sandoval Files podcast, Sandoval opened up about his journey, saying, "I'm just trying to be a better person. I swear to God, I really am." Reflecting on the affair that unfolded with his girlfriend of 9 years, Ariana Madix, he expressed a commitment to change, to not ever do that again, to not ever be in a 9-year king relationship and end it that way, to not ever cheat that way. "I'm never going to do that. Never going to happen again."
I'm going to be your life partner. You done us.
Tom dropped a bombshell to Sheena, saying it was not the first time he cheated, because actually, he checked out of the relationship years ago.
However, the conversation took an interesting turn when Nick Viall, the host and a former Bachelor alum, questioned Sandoval's use of cheat that way. Viall probed, "What do you mean cheat that way? When you say cheat that way, it implies that you might cheat differently." Sandoval promptly clarified, emphasizing, "To have an affair. To ever do that." The importance of this distinction was acknowledged by Tom Schwartz, Sandoval's business partner and podcast guest, who noted, "That clarification was good." As we dive into the latest happenings surrounding Vanderpump Rules, it's worth noting that Rachel Raquel Leviss, who confirmed her absence from season 11 last summer, hasn't left the affair and her connection with Tom Sandoval in the rearview mirror.
I genuinely was coming from a place of, do you want to be in this relationship? Because I'm
The answer
hearing
was
what...
yes, and you had already him at that point, so shut the up. Yourself with a cheese grater. You.
In a recent episode of her Rachel Goes Rogue podcast, Leviss shared some intriguing thoughts about whether Sandoval orchestrated their affair with an eye on the Bravo show. She mused, "The thought has crossed my mind like, did Tom mastermind this?" Leviss pointed out that Sandoval is known for self-producing and emphasized the show's significance in his career, given that it's his main source of income. The 29-year-old delved into their conversations about the situation, revealing, "When we did have conversations like, how is this going to play out? He said, we can be together next season." I think he had his motivation behind it that really escalated the situation. Whereas, if it wasn't a reality TV show and we weren't all filming, I wonder if it would be like this. Spring of last year saw a social media buzz, whether or not you're a viewer of Vanderpump Rules, as headlines flooded feeds with cheating allegations involving 3 of the show's stars. On March 3, 2023, the longtime duo Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix confirmed their breakup after a 9-year journey together. This revelation coincided with swirling rumors that Sandoval had cheated on Madix with their fellow Vanderpump co-star, Raquel Leviss. The aftermath of this drama prompted Bravo to turn its cameras back on, thrusting the scandal into the limelight and earning it the catchy moniker Scandoval, a clever blend of scandal and Sandoval. Season 10 unfolded on screen, gradually building up to the explosive finale on May 17th. Viewers were treated to the intense confrontation between Madix and her longtime partner, bringing the emotional saga to a head. Originally a Bravo reality show centered around the staff of Sur, a Los Angeles restaurant owned by former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Lisa Vanderpump, Vanderpump Rules has evolved over its 10-year run. The original cast members are now established reality stars, many having moved on from both SUR and the show itself. The relationship timeline of Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix began in 2013 when they started dating. Sandoval, an original cast member of Vanderpump Rules, joined the Bravo series at its inception in January 2012. Madix, who signed on later in the same year, appeared in the show's second season, which premiered in November 2013. Their romance unfolded amidst its fair share of drama, notably cheating allegations. As hosts of the Vanderpump Rules Party podcast, Holly Bojorquez and Sarah C. highlighted in a 2023 interview with Today.com, Sandoval was previously in a relationship with co-star Kristen Doute. Kristen, in turn, had cheated on Sandoval with Jax Taylor, Sandoval's best friend, in the very apartment they all shared. Post-breakup, Sandoval and Madix found love with each other. During the Season 2 reunion, Sandoval confirmed that he had kissed Madix before ending things with Doute, adding another layer to the intricate web of relationships within the Vanderpump Rules universe. In 2016, Raquel Leviss, a former pageant queen, entered the scene during Season 5 of the show. She initially appeared as the girlfriend of cast member James Kennedy. Despite announcing their engagement with much fanfare in May 2021, the duo called it quits a few months later. Interestingly, Kennedy also has a romantic history with Kristen Doute, who happens to be Tom Sandoval's ex. Talk about interconnected drama. Fast forward to 2019, a year that brought a surprising revelation from Sandoval. While he and Ariana Madix had been a relatively drama-free couple on the show, things took a turn. In an episode of Vanderpump Rules, Sandoval spilled the beans to his friends, disclosing that Madix had hooked up with co-star Lala Kent while the trio was in his car. Madix, understandably, wasn't thrilled with Sandoval sharing intimate details without her consent. In a confessional interview, she expressed her disappointment, emphasizing that her sexuality wasn't something meant to impress a group of guys. Zooming in on 2021, Madix shared her thoughts on the prospect of marrying Sandoval during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. When Cohen popped the marriage question, Madix gave a lukewarm response. She explained that her hesitation wasn't about commitment, but rather a dislike for the grandiose spectacle often associated with weddings. Madix emphasized that for her, it's more about the connection between two people rather than the extravagant fanfare, big weddings, and bachelorette parties. During Season 10, which was predominantly filmed last summer, Raquel Leviss found herself in the midst of a new romantic entanglement. Following her split from ex-fiancé James Kennedy, she went on dates with SUR manager Peter Madrigal, showcased in the season. However, the more surprising development was her growing closeness with Tom Schwartz. Schwartz, who happens to be Tom Sandoval's best friend and business partner, was also going through his own breakup. After 12 years together, Schwartz and Katie Maloney announced their split. Before Schwartz and Maloney finalized their divorce in the fall, sparks flew between Schwartz and Leviss, and they shared a kiss at Sheena Shea's wedding in August. Fast forward to January 2023, when Bravo teased Season 10 with rumors of an open relationship between Sandoval and Ariana Madix. Madix took to Twitter to dispel the notion, stating, "We don't have an open relationship, I'm really not that cool. Thought that was obvious." However, the rumor mill kept churning when it was revealed that Leviss spent the night at Sandoval's house while Madix was away. The show unfolded the drama surrounding these rumors, with Maloney hinting at the couple not having a lot of rules, leading to Kennedy interpreting it as a suggestion of an open relationship. Despite the gossip, Madix dismissed the allegations, attributing them to Maloney's feud with Leviss over Schwartz. Things took a turn in March 2023 when Sandoval announced his split from Madix on Instagram, urging followers to be respectful to the staff at his restaurants, Tom and Schwartz and Sandy's. Sandoval later issued a more detailed apology, expressing remorse for his actions, acknowledging mistakes, and apologizing to Ariana publicly. March 2023 was quite a month in the world of Vanderpump Rules, with the drama unfolding like scenes from a reality TV script. Raquel Leviss didn't stay silent amidst the scandal rumors. On March 8th, she shared a statement with ET, apologizing for her actions and choices, primarily directed towards Ariana. Leviss acknowledged that she was not a victim and took responsibility for her actions, expressing deep regret for causing hurt. She opened up about self-reflection, seeking counseling, and discovering patterns of codependency and a desire for love. Bravo wasn't going to let the real-life saga go unnoticed. On social media, they confirmed that the Sandoval and Maddox breakup story would continue unfolding on the show. In a tweet, Bravo announced the resumption of filming for #Pump Rules, setting the stage for more revelations. March 16, 2023, marked the day Ariana Maddox broke her silence with a powerful statement on social media. In her Instagram post, she expressed sincere gratitude for the overwhelming support received during the challenging time. Maddox didn't mince words about the devastation and heartbreak, but also emphasized that she wasn't navigating this alone. The post painted a picture of resilience, gratitude, and a strong support system rallying behind her. As if that wasn't enough, March 23rd saw the Vanderpump Rules cast coming together for a potentially explosive Season 10 reunion special. Filmed just weeks after the news of Maddox and Sandoval's split, the reunion promised confrontations and reckoning. Maddox, in a fiery red ensemble, made a statement described by host Andy Cohen as a revenge dress. The trailer hinted at intense moments, including Maddox confronting Leviss, backed by passionate support from Kennedy and Kent. In April 2023, Raquel Leviss took a significant step towards her mental well-being. A representative confirmed to Today.com on April 14th that the reality star entered a facility to undergo mental health counseling. This decision had been made with her family months before the Sandoval news hit the headlines. Contrary to reports, Leviss did not retreat to a spa with Tom Sandoval after the cheating scandal broke. The representative clarified that she voluntarily opted for mental health treatment before the Season 10 reunion, but stayed on to fulfill her filming commitment. Moving into May 2023, Ariana Maddox provided fans with an update on her relationship with Tom Sandoval during an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. She revealed that they do not interact on any level. If communication is necessary, they utilize intermediaries like her friend Logan or Tom's assistant to convey messages. As for their shared home, Maddox expressed plans to sell it, emphasizing her desire to move on swiftly. The much-anticipated Season 10 finale, airing on May 17th, showcased the intense confrontation between Maddox and Sandoval on March 3rd. Maddox learned about Sandoval's infidelity by watching a FaceTime call between Leviss and Sandoval. Leviss later revealed on Bethany Frankel's podcast that the call was recorded without her consent. The finale captured Maddox's raw emotions as she confronted Sandoval, expressing regret for standing by him and regretting every moment of love. In contrast, Sandoval and Leviss exchanged "I love you" during the episode. The Vanderpump Rules reunion, filmed in May 2023, brought another layer of drama. Maddox confronted Sandoval about his affair, expressing her strong disapproval. Leviss, initially absent from the first reunion episode, had a one-on-one with host Andy Cohen in the second. Leviss shared her perspective, explaining that she and Sandoval grew closer after a girls' trip. She acknowledged her mistake, expressing shame and apologizing directly to Maddox in the third reunion episode. In August 2023, Raquel Leviss announced her decision not to return to reality TV, despite Ariana Maddox expressing her willingness to join Season 11 of Vanderpump Rules. Leviss, in a conversation with Bethany Frankel on the podcast Just Be with Bethany Frankel, explained her stance, stating that she refuses to subject herself to emotional abuse. She emphasized her commitment to self-respect and clarified that enduring such challenges is not something she is willing to do. Fast forward to December 2023, Tom Sandoval opened up about the aftermath of the scandal. He revealed that after the news went public, Leviss distanced herself, leaving him to question the sincerity of her feelings. Speaking on the Two T's in a Pod podcast with Teddy Mellencamp and Tamra Judge, Sandoval described the breakup with Leviss as heartbreaking and shared the efforts he made to support her during her time at a facility. Sandoval mentioned quitting drinking and smoking cigarettes to align with LeVis's commitment to sobriety, showcasing the depth of his dedication. When asked if he missed LeVis, Sandoval expressed genuine emotions, highlighting their deep friendship and the profound love he had for her. He clarified that this wasn't just about physical appearance, stating, "This is not just some hot girl. Come on, I was a model for like 15 years. It's deeper than that. It's more than that." Sandoval also added a surprising twist to the narrative, claiming that LeVis initiated the first move after an eventful guys' night portrayed in episode 6 of season 10. This was when LeVis departed from a girls' trip, joined the boys in Los Angeles, and encountered Sandoval, who was locked out of his house. Setting the record straight, Sandoval expressed frustration with others dictating his story and emphasized the importance of his narrative in the midst of public scrutiny. In December 2023, Raquel Leviss made her first public appearance since the Sandoval scandal, gracing the red carpet at Jingle Ball 2023. She turned heads in a stunning sequined tan dress with a chic black sheer overlay, marking her return to the public eye. Moving into January 2024, the legal drama unfolded as Ariana Madix took legal action against Tom Sandoval over the home they co-own. 10 months post-breakup, Madix filed a lawsuit seeking the partition of real property by sale. If approved, this would require the sale of the shared home, with the proceeds to be divided between the former couple. The lawsuit cites ongoing discord as having a negative impact on the property's ownership. Simultaneously, Raquel Leviss, in an episode of her Rachel Goes Rogue podcast, revealed her decision to cut Tom Sandoval out of her life. Despite this, she candidly recalled details of their first romantic encounter. According to Leviss, the initial spark happened after a night out together, leading them back to Sandoval's place. The poolside setting added a spicy twist to the tale, all while Ariana Madix was asleep upstairs. Contrary to Sandoval's version, Leviss shared that he initiated the kiss, catching her off guard but leaving her with mixed emotions. So, let's break it down. What's the verdict on the whole Vanderpump Rules saga? We turn to some seasoned experts to get the inside scoop. According to the hosts of the Vanderpump Rules Party podcast, the cheating scandal that rocked the show in 2023 was nothing short of shocking. In an exclusive interview with Today.com, they admitted that their initial reaction was disbelief, almost thinking it was a fake news flash. The hosts, Holly Bajorquez and Sarah C., emphasized the surprising nature of the revelation, especially given Tom Sandoval's previous portrayal as the show's moral compass. They pointed out that Sandoval had often played the cheater-villain role for other male cast members, and this unexpected twist left fans questioning the authenticity of his on-screen persona. Adding fuel to the fire, the hosts noted the sense of betrayal felt by fans towards both Tom and Raquel. Despite their on-screen friendship, the revelation shattered the perception of the characters, leaving fans disillusioned. The hosts particularly highlighted the universal love that Ariana Madix enjoyed among fans, making the situation even more impactful. LA-based writer Jerislyn Johnson chimed in with her perspective, expressing her complete shock at the bombshell news. In an email to Today.com, she highlighted the irony of Raquel embracing her bad girl era and drew parallels between Sandoval's cheating revelation and his past experience of being cheated on by Kristen Doute in previous seasons. Johnson predicted that the scandal would inject new life into Vanderpump Rules, anticipating a significant impact on Season 10. According to her, the breakups and Raquel's entanglements have reignited the show, bringing back the glory days. As for what's happened since then, well, it's a roller coaster. Following the explosive conclusion of the Vanderpump Rules reunion on June 7th, Ariana jetted off to NYC for some early birthday celebrations with her new beau, Daniel Y. The couple, whose sparks first flew in April at Coachella, enjoyed the Governor's Ball Music Festival together with friends before hitting the town for a night of celebration on June 11th. Even Madix's co-stars have given their approval of her new relationship. Shanna Shea shared her observations, saying, "The way that I witnessed him treat her, I've honestly, not even in the beginning of her relationship with Tom, ever seen her light up the way she does when he gets around her, when she talks about him." Lala Kent echoed the sentiment, noting the positive change in Maddox's energy and expressing her happiness for her. Meanwhile, Tom Sandoval found himself defending his recent comments about Maddox. Criticized for calling her out for wearing a t-shirt during sex, Sandoval clarified on June 14th that he never intended to body shame Maddox. He suggested that his words might have been taken out of context and emphasized that he never aimed to criticize her physical appearance. Despite the controversy, Sandoval continued his nationwide tour with his cover band, Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras. In a surprising turn of events, Tom Schwartz, Sandoval's longtime BFF and business partner, expressed his desire to distance himself from the aftermath of Sandoval's affair. Speaking on the June 12th episode of Fox's reality show Stars on Mars, Schwartz labeled the affair as incredibly messed up and conveyed his frustration with inadvertently sounding like he was justifying or making excuses for Sandoval. He asserted that after this, he is stepping away from the situation permanently, emphasizing that Sandoval's choices do not define his own life. Lala Kent is reflecting on her actions after the jaw-dropping Season 10 finale. In an interview with TMZ on June 8th, she openly admitted regret for coming down hard on Raquel Leviss over her involvement with Sandoval. Lala shared her feelings, saying, "I felt dirty." Watching Raquel's emotional breakdown on the show made her question whether everyone is cut out for the reality TV game. It seems like Lala is reconsidering the dynamics of the platform and who should be a part of it. Meanwhile, Ariana Madix and Katie Maloney are venturing into the culinary scene. Fans got a sneak peek during Season 10 that the duo is opening a new sandwich shop called Something About Her, just a few doors down from SUR in West Hollywood. Katie has been keeping fans in the loop with Instagram stories, offering a behind-the-scenes look at the finishing touches. They've even got Something About Her merchandise available on their website. Exciting times ahead for these two. Speaking of transformations, Katie Maloney decided to switch up her look. On June 18th, she revealed a new short haircut inspired by Torn singer Natalie Imbruglia, just in time for filming Season 11. A fresh haircut for a fresh start. Looking fabulous, Katie. Now, on to some rumored romance in Sandoval's world. In May, whispers circulated that Tom Sandoval might have a new flame in the form of Texas-based influencer Carly Hale. However, his team shut down the speculation, asserting, "They are not dating. She's a friend." Sandoval was in Austin for a performance, and it seems like he just enjoyed a few extra days exploring the city with a friend. Raquel Leviss, though, made some bombshell revelations about Tom Sandoval a couple of days ago. On her Rachel Goes Rogue podcast episode, aired on January 25th, Raquel Leviss spilled the beans about Tom Sandoval's strategy for revealing their relationship post his breakup with Ariana Madix. According to Leviss, Sandoval had a plan inspired by Ariana's initial unpopularity. He believed that just as people initially disliked Ariana, but eventually accepted and loved her when they saw the couple sticking together, the public's perception of their own relationship could follow a similar trajectory. Sandoval and Maddox's romantic journey began in 2014 after he ended things with Kristen Doute. The pair stayed together for almost a decade until their split in March 2023, triggered by Sandoval's affair with Leviss. Leviss, now 29, admitted that she was somewhat naive and wishful, hoping the situation would unfold favorably because, at that time, she genuinely wanted to be with Sandoval. Anticipating the Vanderpump Rules reunion, Leviss insisted that Ariana needed to be informed before the event to ensure fairness. Despite a few instances where she considered breaking the news herself, Leviss felt it was Sandoval's responsibility to disclose the truth. Despite Sandoval's reluctance to come clean, Leviss pondered the importance of honesty, stating that it's better to be upfront and truthful rather than resorting to lies. She even revealed that she suggested telling Ariana before the reunion, but Sandoval was adamant about delaying the revelation. Acknowledging her duty to inform Ariana, Levis expressed her belief that it was ultimately Sandoval's responsibility, as he was the one in the relationship with her. Ariana Madix is drawing a clear line when it comes to Tom Sandoval's birthday plans, and she's not budging, even if it is his big day. In the lead-up to the next episode of Vanderpump Rules, the 38-year-old Chicago performer turned down Tom's request to throw a birthday bash at their shared home. The awkwardness reached a new level when Tom's assistant, Anne, had to relay the party proposal to Ariana. Tom, hoping for a birthday celebration, expressed, "Tomorrow's my birthday. I wanted to just, have people over." Catching Anne's skeptical expression, he added, "Ariana's obviously invited if she wants to come." Tom even suggested getting Ariana a nice hotel room if she preferred to stay in. However, Ariana wasn't having it. With a smile, she firmly stated, "That's not happening. I think that's very disrespectful and inappropriate. If he wants to have a party, he can have it somewhere else." She made it clear that she wouldn't hesitate to involve the authorities if there was any disturbance. In a candid conversation with the cameras, the Dancing with the Stars alum reflected on past birthday shenanigans with Tom and expressed how the mere thought of another one had her spiraling. Recalling wild parties with loud music, mess, and chaos until the early hours, she asserted, "Now that we're not together, I'm not putting up with that Adding another layer to their dynamic, court documents revealed that 10 months after their split, Ariana took legal action against Tom over their Los Angeles home. The disagreement reportedly centered around the sale of their shared property, with Ariana seeking an equitable allocation of the proceeds of sale, including debt payment, partition costs, attorney's fees, and title expenses. Ultimately, Ariana proposed selling the 5-bedroom, 5.5-bathroom home as a partition by sale, aiming for an even split of the proceeds between her and Tom. Raquel Levis also isn't exactly eager to extend a second chance to Tom Sandoval, even in the realm of friendship. During the latest episode of her podcast, Rachel Goes Rogue, the 29-year-old former Vanderpump Rules cast member spilled the tea on her post-affair relationship with Sandoval. The revelations came to light while she was undergoing mental health treatment at the Meadows, following the public disclosure of their months-long affair and Sandoval's breakup with Ariana Madix. Levis didn't hold back as she recounted her experience, revealing how Sandoval's behavior showcased his true colors. According to her, even within the confines of a structured therapy environment where phone access was scheduled and landline calls were the norm, Sandoval would get upset if she didn't reach out promptly, making her feel responsible for his emotional needs. She claimed, "The amount of times that Tom called me selfish while I was in the Meadows and said I was running away from my problems and I'm depending on this place that's basically an assisted living facility. Like really guilt-tripping me and saying that I left him to deal with all the fodder. I'm just running." Unfolding the layers of their strained connection, Levis concluded, "That just reveals the type of person he is, and there's no question that Tom and I will never ever be friends again." However, a source close to Sandoval refutes Levis's claims of guilt-tripping. According to them, Sandoval simply missed her and cared for her well-being. The source mentioned that he looked forward to her daily calls, and if he didn't hear from her, it would affect his day. They emphasized that Sandoval's perspective was rooted in genuine concern amid media scrutiny, pressure from friends, and fan attention. From Sandoval's viewpoint, the insider added that Levis had closed herself off from the world, while he took it all head-on. Despite the differing approaches, the source maintained that Sandoval respected and wanted her to prioritize her mental health, attributing the divergence in their coping mechanisms to their unique ways of dealing with challenges. Levis dished on Sandoval's recent stint on the Vile Files podcast, where he drew a rather unexpected comparison between her and Darcy Sears, the head cheerleader from the 1999 film Varsity Blues. "I hated what he said comparing me to Darcy Sears in Varsity Blues," she shared. "I was like, what is this reference? And I YouTubed it, and I was like, my gosh, like what?" She went on to share her discomfort with the way Sandoval described the situation, feeling like she was being painted as a temptress, leading him into some seductive escapade. "I can own up to my part in it because, yes, it was a choice we made every day, and it was a really bad decision, she acknowledged. However, she felt it was unfair for him to put the blame solely on her for supposedly seducing him. In reflecting on their tumultuous relationship, Leviss expressed her belief that Sandoval still has some personal work to do post-Scandoval. She suggested that with the right therapy and introspection, he could realize that self-worth isn't derived from a significant other. According to her, true self-worth comes from within, not external factors. Leviss offered a thoughtful perspective on the importance of personal growth and self-discovery in the aftermath of a challenging relationship. Tom Sandoval, meanwhile, has stepped into a new chapter of love. Sandoval unveiled his budding romance with Victoria Lee Robinson through a series of heartwarming Instagram stories. The couple looked absolutely adorable in the snapshots, sharing smiles and some sweet moments at Schwartz and Sandy's. In one shot, they were beaming at each other, radiating happiness. Another photo captured Robinson wrapping her arms around Sandoval, sealing the moment with a kiss on his cheek. A reliable source spilled the beans to People, confirming that the duo has been spending quality time together. It seems like love is in the air for Sandoval and Robinson. This marks Sandoval's first official relationship since he made headlines for his involvement with Raquel Leviss while still in a relationship with Ariana Madix. That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.